So, hello everyone, and welcome to Siesta Mall. Not Rotting Acres Mall. I actually said the right thing. How's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully everyone's doing good. Good. I'm glad you guys liked that intro. That was actually put together by a viewer named Pascal Schnyder, who also, by the way, put together the banner that you're looking at there under my beard there, that open for the community at least now. He does a lot of cool artwork and stuff for the channel. So we're on to episode 2 of Siesta Mall. Let's go ahead and start the mall so we can kind of take a look and see what we got here so far. It's not a very big mall at all. We've got a little food court here with a Chick-fil-A, which I'm still not sure if that's spelled right or not. Well, that's the Chick-fil-A. What is that then? I think that's it. Yeah, we got an Orange Julius there. And AMW, because it wouldn't let me use the ampersand, so I had to spell out and we got a Sparrow. So we got 4 places in the food court. What do we got here? We got a Payless Shoe Source. We got our Sears as an anchor. And all the way on the other end here, we've got the Bonton was the other anchor that we picked. So, and it looks like we're doing, wow, we've increased some customers even while we started the stream. Yeah, we do need to keep the damn aliens away. Someone's asking if I ended up building a new one or kept the old one. This is a brand new mall. We started a new mall, Siesta Mall. I do have the save file for Rotting Acres Mall, so I will try and fix that. And actually, that leads to an interesting point that somebody else brought up on a comment on the previous episode. I'm looking for somewhere to host that save game file because I figure I could put it out there and let people download it and see if maybe they can fix it and then send me the save file back. And also another good point, and I really wish I would have written down the viewer's name that left this comment. Let's see here, what do we want to research real quick? But the other idea he had that was really good, ooh, we need to research arcades, was to have, you know, if anybody else is playing along or building their own mall, they could send the save game file to me, and then maybe we could do an episode where, hey, thanks Heath Fans, we got a $2 super chat there. He says, my favorite channel on YouTube. That's really awesome because I watch a lot of YouTube and there are some great channels, so I really appreciate that. Wow, the Bonton donated some money. That's cool. Anyways, the other idea he had was, you know, have some people send me their save game files and we could pull the mall up and maybe do an episode where we look at some viewer malls. That could be kind of interesting, but this is cool. We've got some customers moving. We've got a little bit of cash under our belt. Oh, there we go. Our research is completed on arcades. That's perfect because our mall does not have an arcade. Now, I know we have an empty slot. Let me pause the action real quick here. We still have an empty 2 slot here, so we could put like an arcade here. We also have room to expand, thankfully. Do we want to use the 2 slot space for an arcade, though? Let's see, what does that say here? Roy Quitter says they're only a few hundred KB each, so it should be easy to put them into something like draw. Yeah, that's a good point. They're not big save game files at all. I noticed that when I was backing up the Rotting Acres Mall one. We do need a barbershop. That's something else we need too. Speaking of arcades, did anyone go to Aladdin's Castle when they were a kid? I absolutely went to Aladdin's Castle when I was a kid. I did go to Aladdin's Castle. They had one at Fiesta Mall, which is what Siesta Mall is loosely based on, is the joke. There was an Aladdin's Castle there at one time that I did go to. So I think that's actually what we're going to build, since we can do arcades now. Our mall is in desperate need of an arcade. I feel like that's just imperative. You're not a mall until you have an arcade, you know? So let's do that. Where did they put that? It's not going to be under electronic. It is under electronics. That's silly. So let's put an arcade in there. Nice. Okay. Now, somebody brought up Aladdin's Castle as an arcade. We need to pick a name for this arcade. So, yeah, every mall is definitely in need of a desperate need of an arcade. AC Castillo. Tilt was great. Tilt was always a good one. Pocket Change was one that I went to quite a bit at Superstition Springs Mall, and they had this really badass, like Western themed shooting gallery thing. You know the one they have at Disneyland? They had something similar but on a slightly smaller scale, and it was very Arizona themed. It was really cool. I miss it. I'm seeing Eric's Castle. That would be cool. I am going to give myself a store in the mall. I don't know that it's going to be an arcade, though. Was Goldmine the name of the big arcade at Metro Center? Marvin's Marvelous Mechanical Museum. That's awesome. I don't know if it was a chain, but there was one called Zap when I was a kid. Well, there's actually a few arcades in Arizona called Zap now that are in some of the malls around here in the Phoenix area, but they're not. They've got some arcade games, but they're mostly like skill games, like skill cranes and stuff like that. I think I'm gonna go. I don't remember what we named the arcade at Rotting Acres Mall, but I'm gonna go with Pocket Change this time. I think, just because that's the one. That's the one that I grew up with. You know, maybe one day it'll come under new management. I believe Namco owned the Pocket Change line of arcades. So let's go ahead and get things going again. And I think, we need to pick a new research topic. What do we got here? We got sanitation engineers, security guards. Let's get some better security going on, because that's what keeps the UFO away, is once you build that up. Oh, hey, my camera did go away. See if I can fix that. There we go. Weird. I just plugged it in and unplugged it again. That's something else I need to grab too, is a new webcam. This is an older, like, Logitech. It's 720p, but it's still not the greatest webcam in the world. But hopefully it should be back there. Thank you for letting me know, guys. I appreciate that, because that's not the prettiest thing in the world, the thing that it puts there. Let's see here. Oh, the Bonton was again the most profitable store. It looks like we're losing, or is that just money we lost from building the arcade? Oh, we're dropping here in money too. I want to put in some things here, because the mayor has not called it an aesthetic asset yet. So let's see. First, we need some, like, that's what I left this empty for, was kind of some tables and chairs and stuff and some more decor. So let's do that. I believe that's, no, that's not there. There we go. Okay. Now, something we learned from the last time we played this and built a mall was we built too many tables. There go my dogs. And we didn't leave people, like, room to walk through, so we need to be careful of that. So we really just need a few, just for, I think I'm going to go with these blue ones, I guess. Let's see, so people need to be able to get around. So we'll just put, like, that should be plenty, I think. One more there. Okay, there we go. That's good. And then also, I want to put... What's the name of this game, Stephanie? It's Mall Tycoon. And I am playing this on an actual Windows 98 PC. I'm actually looking at an old school CRT monitor right now and everything. So we put that stuff there. I want to put like maybe a kiddie ride or something. Let me see here. There's like the carousel. Let's put a carousel. Oh, thank you, Jace. Oh, I'm going to butcher your name, your last name. I'm sorry. Jace Bellerin. I appreciate that with the super chat there. Thank you. I'm glad you love my content. I love my content, too. Just kidding. That sounds really arrogant. Let's put... We got to put some payphones in here, too, I think. Just like... You got to have payphones. Are they? No, they're not with the maps. Where are they? Right there? And it's just payphone. Okay. Let's have them face that way. Okay, there we go. Perfect. They should remake this game for newer PCs. I agree with you, although I don't think it's called Mall Tycoon, but I believe somebody at some point... Oh, good. Research is completed on security guards. What else can we do here? Men in Black. There we go. It's called something else, and I forget what. And there are, like, there's Mall Tycoon 2 and 3, I believe. Oh, we are gonna maybe need to expand sooner than later. Okay, so because this area right here is gonna kind of be like a center point, because it's between these two anchors, and then the mall is gonna expand this way. I want to put. Whoa, hey, pretty lady, what are you doing? She has $300 and she's quite full and she loves crowds, and she's going to the arcade. Awesome. See, who says girls aren't gamers, dude? She went right to the arcade. Yeah, Google the Bloomberg Mall Simulator is a thing. I think that's a little. It's not quite this. Although this has like scenarios and stuff too. But I'm playing the free build mode. Oh, thank you, Austin D, with the super chat there. Have I played Spider-Man yet? I have not. I actually do not have. I think that's PS4 exclusive. And I don't have a PS4, so... But I have some friends that are playing it, and I am supremely jealous. That's for sure. Okay, so we need something, like, super aesthetic right here. So let's... where are the fountains at? God damn it, I keep clicking that button thinking that's the build, because it's got a picture. Anyways. No, special structures is not what we want. Is the fountains and stuff also under the scenery? It is, okay. Let's see here. Let's pick a fountain. Yeah, that kid is beating up the arcade machines. He's a jackass, and he spends all day doing that. What fountain do I want? I like the round fountain, but I think I want something a little more... Yeah. Now, do we want to line it up? Yeah, there we go. That should be good. And let's put some columns. I want to leave room for people to... Nice. Okay. Oh, you know what we should do too? We should put some benches. Like I said, I want to make sure and leave room for people to... Cool. Alright, nice. And then, yeah, the mall will eventually... There'll be a hallway that goes up this way, and we'll build some stores. And then also, something else we need... I wanted to see, as far as scenery goes... With the trees. Is there a palm tree? There's not really a palm tree, is there? Is that a palm tree? Oh, I didn't mean to... Oh, good, it didn't build it. That's not really a palm tree. That's kind of disappointing now that I'm thinking about it. Is that a... No. How are you going to have a mall simulator game and not have palm trees? Is there like little palm tree shrubs? There's not. Well, that's no good. I guess we'll pick... So Fiesta Mall's whole thing was palm trees. And I think that's as close as we're going to get, I guess. And so if you haven't noticed, Siesta Mall's logo is very similar. It's a palm tree. So I wanted to put some trees, you know, throughout. Like maybe... Hold on. And then we can put... Where's the... There we go. There we go. And then we can do the same on the other end. Not gonna remember my tree selection. Okay, wait, how did I... Wow, this is really starting to Look like a mall, guys. There we go. There we go. That looks like a mall. And we still have a fair amount of money in the bank still, too. Kelly says the mall I grew up with had Grecian columns. That's awesome. Yeah. I've seen that a lot in malls, but I don't think any of the malls I went to had those. Actually, I lie. There's a new video on the channel right now that I did I filmed at Dillards at Arrowhead Town Center. And it's a beautiful Dillards. It's not dead or anything. Oh, good. Research is complete. It's not dead or anything. It's actually pretty busy, but it was open in '93, and it's kind of like a time capsule. And there are some columns in that Dillards. They're like black and white marble, like Greek columns. They're actually pretty awesome. If you guys haven't seen that video yet of that Dillards, go check it out for sure. I think, do we need a press agent yet? I don't know if I just wasted research time on that. Our customer count's going down a little bit, I noticed. Let's take a look at our mall real quick. Our mall approval rating is at a 5. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, it's positive, so that's good. We don't have any debt, which is good. So that's good. Oh, hey, and the mayor calls the mall an aesthetic asset. See, that's all we had to do was add some Greek columns and some fountains and things, and all of a sudden we're an aesthetic asset. Where's this? Where are you going? She's a senior citizen and she's ravenous and she doesn't like security. She doesn't like security? What kind of old person are you? And you're leaving? Peace. There's an Arrowhead Mall in Muskogee, Oklahoma that's dying. It's the first dead dying mall I ever went to. Really, Roy? Just went there to walk a few years ago. Was surprised at how bad it was. Yeah, you know, if you've never been in a dead mall before, it is quite the experience. Oh, and our research is completed. Let's look at store types again. What are we missing? I didn't really want to build any more stores. Oh, we need novelties until we got some more of the store types researched. I don't know if I want to plunge us into debt quite as quickly as we did with Rotting Acres. Although we could, but look, it looks nice. And the Bonton's killing it. The camera crashed again. Oh, come on, camera. It is just not a Rotting Acres Mall stream unless the camera's flaking out. There we go. Oh, this cable must be loose or something. Hopefully it stays. Sorry, guys. I think the cable might be loose on the USB port on that camera. I'll pick up a new one this week so that we don't have this problem next stream. That's kind of annoying. Hey, Metal Slug 991, how's it going? Raised the rents already? Oh, A&W had the most shoppers. You know, that's not a bad idea. The mall's been open for a bit. Sears was the most profitable. I haven't been watching for a bit, so it looks like we did finish the research too. What else are we missing? Hairstyling. Somebody mentioned we don't have like a barber shop or a style salon. Mayor calls the mall aesthetic asset. Hell yeah. All right. Yeah, let's fiddle with the rents a little bit. Nobody's complained that things cost that much. So like the Bonton. I don't want to raise their rent. Let's take more of their... Actually, let's raise it a little bit. Our mall approval rating went up a little bit. And then Sears, you're going to give us a little bit more money too. Whoa. Not that much. Let's get a little bit more. I want to raise some capital for improvements. Because I'm thinking the next episode we will probably start expanding the mall this way. And getting some more store types in. For some reason, our Sears, well, the Bonton's doing better, but I remember the Sears at Rotting Acres Mall always did pretty good. So, oh, good, we got that done. See, the more of the store types we get done, the more different stores we can build on the next episode. See, the Bonton had the most shoppers again. What else do we want to make sure we have? Ooh, leather apparel. Oh, let's do formal wear. Yeah, we're gonna probably add some more anchor stores next episode, because my plan is to, we'll zoom out here a little bit just so you guys can see how much space we have to work with, and then obviously we can expand floors too. Although that's when we got to be careful. And actually, I just said being careful. That just reminded me to save the game. So let's do that real quick before we do anything else. Before something crashes and we lose our progress. But I kind of want to expand a hallway this way, and we can build some shops along that hallway too. That's why I left this kind of wide, and then have it come out this way again, and maybe we'll make it be an H, and we can at least plop 2 more anchors. And that's kind of my plan, I guess. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. We're not doing too bad right now. We don't have like an atrium or anything yet, so we don't have oh, that's something else maybe we'll try and add next episode too, is an atrium in this area, because that's when you start getting to do things like the haunted houses and things like that, and Santa Claus. Yeah, I think I want to add a Dillards too. There's that kid roughing up the machine again. Plus, we need to get some more store types done, because there's some stores that we need to, we are killing it on the research tree right now. Let's just go ahead and do designer perfumes too. We need to add some more stores, like Luna Video Games is missing. Pascal, the guy that does a lot of the artwork for the streams, his store is missing, so we need to add those things as well. We do need a Spencer Gifts as well. That's why I research novelties, so that we can add that hopefully next episode. We don't have a oh, do we have Camelot music out west? I think we did. I think we had a couple of episodes. Or a couple of stores. But I don't remember where they were. I do remember service merchandise. Dang, MQ, I do. I think I got my graphing calculator there when I was in junior high. Gosh, the Bonton, man. Just killing it. What's this person doing? She's an adult and she's peckish. And she's going to Suncoast. I love our Suncoast. And the research is done on designer perfumes. We are killing it. So yeah, if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, do that, because I'm going to start running some polls this week on, you know, what some of the new anchors should be. You know, what some more different stores. Like, we'll probably add a Chinese food restaurant next episode, so we'll need to pick what that is. We do need a Shop Dan Bell store as well. That was in the last in Rotting Acres Mall also. Thank you, Boy Burger. I'm glad you're enjoying this. I'm glad this is a nice Friday night for you. Yes, we do need a Hot Topic as well, and a tattoo shop is an option too. So yeah, and a Yankee candle, or one of the candle companies. That's probably something we'll vote on. Payless Shoe Sour. Payless Shoe Sour. We have that as Shoe Source, and we have it right? I think it's just ran out of space. Where are you going? What are you... I guess... oh, is that one of the security? A lot of hungry people, man. What is that? Oh, that was a bad guy, I guess, and that was the security that got him. We need a marionette store. Crazy 8. I remember Crazy 8. Will we get a new Rotten Tees? Yes, we will. And speaking of t-shirts, I'm glad somebody brought that up. Segue. There are now Siesta Mall t-shirts and for men and women in the Retail Archaeology merchandise shop. And there's also Siesta Mall tote bags if you're going to live that tote life. And then there's still the Rotting Acres Mall stuff, as well as the Retail Archaeology stuff. Plus t-shirts for like a bunch of different old... brands that don't exist anymore. So if you guys haven't checked out the Retail Archaeology merch shop, in posts I'll put a nice little link down there in the bottom of the screen. But it's teespring.com/retail-archaeology, or there's like links to every one of my videos to the merch shop. But yeah, picking up stuff from there definitely helps the channel, helps me, you know, go to places to film and travel around. And also, nobody's done it yet, but I know I've sold some t-shirts and stuff. It would be cool to see some pictures of people wearing the shirts at malls and stuff like that. Ooh, we don't have... Yeah, see, that's what we got to add, is we got to add more snack shops. There's tons of stuff we got to add. This is a whole new, you know, whole new palette, basically, we're starting with. So Bath & Body Works, we need that. Store number 158. What store is that? What store are you? Gadgets. Isn't that the Brookstone? Did we forget to name that? Where is that? Because I remember the gadget store has like the massage chairs. Where is it? No, that's shoes. I think this is it. Yeah, this is supposed to be Brookstone. There we go. But wow, it sounds like Brookstone had a good month. But that's what cracks me up, is they actually have the massage chairs, and look, there's like little remote control things. I saw somebody mention cheat codes. I'm going to try and do this run without cheat codes, except for there is one that gives you like unlimited zoom. So you can really, like, this is the maximum amount I can zoom in right now, but if there's a cheat code, you can zoom in even more. And sometimes that's pretty hilarious as well. Fredericks of Hollywood. That's funny that you bring that up. What was your name there? Necrog. Jeez, man. I am butchering your name, and I apologize for that. Necroglobule. But it's funny that you mentioned Fredericks of Hollywood. I actually worked for them for a little bit, but not in the mall store. I worked in their mail order call center and warehouse, but that was still pretty interesting. There were still giant posters of mostly naked women hanging up all over the place. You know, Punky Spunky, it's funny that you say you missed the mall rat era. It's not necessarily over. Like I mentioned, that Dillards video that I filmed, that was at Arrowhead Town Center. There will be a video coming out eventually on that mall. And that is a very, very busy mall. And we saw a lot of kids hanging out at the mall, and it was actually pretty awesome to see. So that will be coming to the channel eventually in the future. I have a couple of other videos on busy malls as well. Gosh, what is the one in Tucson that I did a video on? It's not Foothills Mall, because that's the dead one. Park Place Mall, I think, is the one in Tucson that's very busy. So that's another one. I have an older video on the channel on that one. That's interesting to see. We do need a Dippin' Dots. It's funny, I've been just letting this run. It doesn't look like we're really having any issues, but I haven't seen... I kind of want to let this run through another month real quick. Let's speed it up. Just to see if are we losing money every month or what. I think we are. I think we're going to have to adjust some of the rents and stuff, because we're at 8,700 right now. But I feel like we got a good amount of people in here. It says he's quite full, but he's going to Orange Julius. That makes sense, I guess. Getting a lot of senior. What is this guy doing? This is a male, solitary. He's very hungry. I love that you can like click on individual customers and like watch them, and it'll track, it'll follow on them. We do need a Blockbuster. I think we had a rental store at the last mall. Oh, okay, so we made a little bit of money. We made $62. Bye, dude. Okay. So yeah, I think that was a pretty good episode. The mall, the mayor's now calling the mall an aesthetic asset. That's great. We have an arcade now. We got a lot of the research tree done. I think our mall looks great now. It looks like a mall. So the next episode, we will do some expansion and get some stores in here and stuff. So like I said, if you're not following on Twitter, do that so you guys can see the polls and vote on what stores we add next episode. And also, if you haven't checked out the Dillards video I mentioned earlier, check that out as well. And guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. It was a fun night tonight, and have a good night from Siesta Mall.